it is Garth Wood trying to complete his fairy tale in an interim WBA world title fight for a middleweight title against Martin Murray of the UK. So this is December the 11th at the Sydney Entertainment Centre. There are tickets available in a week's time from Ticket Tech, and of course you'll see it on Main Event Television. But it is a big fight for Australian boxing and certainly a massive fight for Garth Wood himself. We saw him win the Contender, knock out Anthony Mundine, and fight against the odds as he has been doing throughout his life and career. And it would be a great tale, of course, for a battler to win a world title, especially here in Sydney. Martin Murray is a big name in world boxing. He has only lost once in his life. That was against Sergio Martinez as a professional, and it was probably pretty controversial as well. He's had a press conference this morning over in the UK. We've heard a little bit of what he's had to say, and I'll ask Garth a few questions about that in just a moment. But it is a big fight. It is the December the 11th at the Sydney Entertainment Centre. It'll be Garth Wood up against Martin Murray. Also joining us up at the table here, Lincoln Hudson, who's been doing some of the preparation for Garth Wood and will continue to do so throughout the course of the build-up over the next 6 weeks or so. And to Garth's left is Johnny Lewis, the legendary Australian boxing trainer, who'll be in Garth's corner on the night. Michael Katsidis also joins us, a warrior of Australian boxing who makes his return to the ring on the undercard, and it is a huge undercard this as well. Australia up against the UK. It's right in the middle of the Ashes as well, so this is a big event for Australia to try and get some back over the Poms.
Firstly, I want to thank everyone for coming out. If you weren't here, it's pretty hard to make it a success and a big event, which it is. But my greatest pleasures in life is doing whatever people tell me I can't do. And if I can accomplish winning this world title, well, that's everything to me. I was, like you said, Garth's taste of life's negativity and tough times. Yeah, I was in life's gutter, and boxing pulled me out of that. And now I'm 100% committed. I owe big time boxing, and for me to achieve my goal to become a world champion, and at the same time, people speak about Australian boxing on the canvas. If I could bring that back to life, well, I've served my country well. To be honest, they've made their first mistake. Everyone else before him has underestimated me, and they're talking about 3 times lucky. He's fought Stern, didn't get the decision. Same with Martinez. He thinks he's going to come here and be 3rd time lucky. What he doesn't understand, down here, everything happens in threes. And I think I'm the right tag for that. Contender, Mundine, and then my world title. So he's got to realise he's coming to the land down under. I'm going to turn dreams upside down.
How big a deal would it be in your career? You've been there in some of the greatest moments in the history of Australian boxing. What would Garth Wood winning a world title mean?
Absolutely the pinnacle of whatever I've done in boxing. Young Garth, go back a long time. We all grew up around here, and I've known his dad all our lives, sort of thing, and his mum, and both Nathan and Garth. I met a lot of kids in my lifetime, but they are absolutely 2 of the greatest kids I've ever known in my life. For Garth to win this, it would be something that I cherish forever. Already what Garth's done, I might add, is I don't think I've ever been involved with anybody that could have done what Garth's done in the past. And you know, if you look back, he always wanted to be a fighter, even though he played football at the highest level, and he's achieved so much. But to win this fight, to me personally, it would be absolutely the greatest thing I've ever been involved with.
How much do you think he's improved as a boxer?
Look, Garth comes out of St Mary's, God's country, pretty much 6 days a week. We work together 6 days a week, and in the last 8 months, I'd say he's turned his whole career around, I believe. Look, many people think he can't box, many people think that he's too old, but he can box. But reality is he's a fighter, and you know, we get confused and try and make him Roy Jones. He ain't. But what he will do is he will fight with box, you know, and I think he's turned his whole career right around. Well, you know, Garth's proven on many occasions, you know, like he always comes up the underdog, and no matter what boxing forum you read or what newspaper you read, Garth can't win. That's reality. We can't win, so we'll just have to go in there and get beat. Maybe not. We'll just have to see.
I actually got a glimpse of their press conference on Twitter, and I know he's a journeyman and he's a very good fighter. I praise him. I won't be taking him for granted, but it seems to me that they're taking me for granted. They think they're going to come here and, given the negative publicity of the Mosley Mundine affair, he thinks he's got to come here and knock me out. If he thinks he's going to knock me out, he's got another thing coming. I know he thinks I've seen his fights, he's a bit of a bully. He's not going to come to my backyard and take the belt away from me. Not that it's mine, but we're here fighting for it. So if the punters want a tip from me, I'm going to win and I'm going to make it a war.
People underestimate Garth Wood's power. Anthony, the man, the greatest athlete ever come out of Australia, just ask him. He found the same way. You know, and I did train Peter Kariuki, Chris Kariuki. He was a very big puncher. Garth shortened him up. Let me tell you, if he didn't shorten him up, Kariuki was going to win in a contender. But Garth found a way to upset him and hurt him. And I catch his punches every day. If Martin Murray thinks Garth can't punch, he's in for a real shock. And I think if Garth tags Sergio Martinez will end up on his bum. But it's about opportunities, it's about percentages, and that 1% will get you there, but don't assume anything, don't take anything for granted, and do the hard work, it'll come. And I promise you, if Martin Murray feels Garth's right down there for it, he might have a bit of a change of mind.
With young Garth, I go back to the Contender Series, which he had no right at all to be part of. He shouldn't have been allowed to go in it, where he was. But as each week went past, you just knew that Garth Wood was going to take this Contender Series against all the odds.
First of all, welcome back to boxing. It must be great to be getting back in the ring.
Yeah, I've been out long enough, but it was the time out that I actually needed. I was involved in the biggest fights, and I just kept on fighting the biggest and best, just one after the other, and I think just the time off that I've had now is perfect, and working with Johnny Lewis now, I couldn't be in better hands. I'm very excited. When I was a kid, he was always an idol of mine, and when I rang him up and he said, Michael, he goes, you're an idol of mine, you know. So I'm very excited. So I think we were made for each other, and we're going to get some really good results. And I brought my world title belt here today to show Garth, and he knows what's ahead of him, and I want to do it one more time. Let's make it 3 times lucky, eh?
Yes, these guys have got a responsibility to the sport. We all have. And in saying that, the promoter of this fight, Fidel Turkel, is probably the best bit of fresh air we've had in the sport for a long, long time. And for him to do this, Michael's just talking about what the future could hold for him. This is now a reality because of Fidel Turkel. If the people from Sydney and Australia as a nation get behind this night, well, we're going to prosper, and we will do that. And I know that when I leave the game, if Fidel's still around, that we're going to leave it in a very, very fine situation. But these 2 guys, they have got a responsibility, and they'll handle the pressure of that. They'll be at their very best come the 11th of December, and all I can say is that I wish it was tomorrow night because I'm so excited.
Is Garth Wood against Martin Murray. Michael Katsidis is on the undercard. 3 Australia versus UK fights. It's called The Bashers. It'll be at the Sydney Entertainment Centre the 11th of December. You'll see it on Main Event Boxing, and tickets are available through Ticketek from the 11th of November.